Hey extraterrestrials. So as you may already know, this fortnight's theme is fear, so most of us will be talking about our fears. I, however, am not actually afraid of anything unless it presents an immediate danger to me. So I find myself with a bit of a dilemma as to what to talk about this week. However, Miles Dyer recently posted a podcast about 5 moments of fear he's had in his life. So I'm going to do the same. So here's 5 moments, in no particular order, where I have been afraid. Number 1 is what I like to refer to as the break-in. One time I was sitting at home, I was on Tumblr, naturally, just chillin', maxin', relaxin', all cool, when I heard some slightly distressing noises, so I went to go investigate. And I saw a 6'5"-ish man standing in my yard. He was very solid, and that was kind of scary. So I ducked down immediately from the window because I didn't want to be seen myself, because creepy man in my yard, you guys. Then I army crawled and rolled back to my room and grabbed out my softball bat, which I will just get here. Yep, I grabbed this. My lucky glove is currently sitting on it, but that wasn't what it was like at the time. I grabbed the phone and then proceeded to stealthily sneak back to the bathroom, which I locked, and then into the toilet inside the bathroom, which I then locked. There were 2 male voices and many unidentifiable thuds. I went to call the police on my mobile, but no signal in the bathroom. Number 2 is what I like to refer to as the drowning. Up until about age 8, I could never swim. So at age 6, when I was in a pool with some friends, something happened that probably shouldn't have. I drowned. Let me tell you, it is the least pleasant experience I've been through in my entire life. And you feel so very helpless because you're trapped underwater and it fills you. It consumes you almost. And then everything goes black and you've lost it. You've lost consciousness. You've almost lost life. So the moral of that story is teach your kids to swim. It's a pretty good idea. You should try it. Number 3 is what I like to call the big dog. Okay, so I go jogging up a mountain every few days. It's not that big a mountain, it's more so a hill, but it's a big hill. That was articulate. And one time while I was jogging, I heard a growling sound, so I turned around and saw this huge face sort of gleaming at me, and don't worry, it was not a human face. That would have scared me so much more. It was a big dog. And I'm not afraid of dogs. I just sort of stood my ground, stood still, and tried not to look threatening. But then it started bounding towards me, and not in a joyful, I'm happy to see you way. So I flattened myself to the ground like a rabbit and covered my neck. And then it attempted to bite my back, and my legs, and tie your dogs up. Number 4 is the drowning, part 2. I'm just gonna put these on top of my head for now because the gleam is scaring me. So there's this pool game, and I don't mean shooting pool, I mean swimming pool, obviously, because it's about drowning. Anyway, so the object of this game that I don't remember the name of is to hold your opponent underwater for as long as possible until they hit you for mercy. I don't know. And that's not very fun to play when your opponent holds you underwater and you hit for mercy multiple times and they don't give you it, and you start to inhale water. And finally, number 5 is the bike on a busy road incident. Basically, I was hit by a car, kind of. The back of my bike was hit by a car. I fell over while cycling in the cyclist lane, and I kind of rolled onto the road, then rolled back and managed to not be run over. I'm sorry I'm not going into much detail, my lovelies, but these are kind of really personal, so yep. This has been Natalie bringing you that little bit extra.